Hello everybody, my name's Ryan Wild and I'm from the Superior Networks Training and Personal Development team. Today we're going to start a new project based around the GUI building, and it will be our last project for this series. I've kind of felt we've done everything that will lead you into Visual Basics, and you now have, or should have I hope, a pretty decent understanding of what you need to know to actually write a program and to make some other cool bits happen in VB. This isn't everything, obviously. It never is with any language, and there is plenty more that you could go on to learn. And I may end up doing another episode, or another series, I should say, in the future that will kind of build on what we've started here. But initially, this will be the end of the VB series for this. I am in the process now of either recording or starting to record, depending on when this is actually published, the GUI based work on VB, so how to make a nice GUI, naming conventions that I would personally recommend. It may not be what you are recommended to do by VB, but this is something that I would recommend you do. If it hasn't already started, it will very soon, and if I've just uploaded it, it'll be somewhere down here probably, if you can see the mouse, because I tell it to pop up and show the latest episode that I'd recommend you watch. So, without further ado, we're going to start our final project. Please use File, New Project. We're looking for a Windows form application, and we're going to do a basic calculator. Calculator. Oh, hello. Oh, I've already made a very basic calculator. GUI, basic calculator. Now, this isn't going to be the same type of calculator as you will see here when it opens up. Sorry, just give it a sec because VB is also working. It won't look anything like this where you've got the buttons, just because that's a lot of work and it's not something I've personally ever played around with doing. It's not something that we will do. We're just going to build a very simple, like adding, subtracting, timesing, dividing type system. My computer's running a little slow as well because I'm currently moving a load of the old videos from a partition onto the other partition of the drive, ready so that when I put my new, well not new, my old hard drive back in, and I convert that into a YouTube recording drive, it's ready. So it is a bit slow, and I apologise for that. It's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but it's kind of what I've got to deal with. It's all I've got. So we're just going to pin our toolbox back out, and I'll make it a bit bigger because I like that. And the first thing we're going to do is call that the basic calculator. I apologise for my appalling spelling. Calculate. It looks about right, so we're gonna go with that. And what do we want then? We want a nice big label at the top. It says base calculator. Never wrote calculator so many times in my life. Oh, sorry. It's currently killing my disk drive. So if you listen very closely, you might hear it thrashing around in the background, begging for mercy because I'm making it do a lot at the moment. We'll do bold. What do we like? Love that. Oh, that looks Pirate Bay actually. Ooh, God, no, let's not have that. Let's have a... No, we won't have that, even if it is a bit funny and kind of links in. We'll have that. So, we've got the very basics, and I know it is going really slow. I am sorry, guys. It shouldn't be going this slow. It's because it's not an amazing hard drive. So, yeah, sorry, guys. Right, the next thing we will need to do is put in our buttons, I think. I'm going to call you addition. No, we'll just call you add. And we'll make it a bit bigger. No, just bold. Copy paste. And I'll just shift you all down a touch. So we're going to call that subtract multiply and divide, and that's what the buttons are going to do. So we will actually pull those two under there, you over there, and we'll tuck that in a little bit. So initially we're going to just do a two numbered like a two input calculator, and to do that we want to have a label there. I'm going to call it num1, and we'll make it a little bigger. That there, and over here we'll have it called number2. You'll notice I am just copying and pasting a lot of the time because it's just easier, to be honest. You don't have to do it this way, but it just keeps the style, like, I guess you could say, uniformed. And the answer there. So that's done, and that's the basic structure there. So if you run the program now, and I'll have to pull it over because it seems to want to load on my other screen, which is very frustrating. Come on, do something. There we are. There we are. So that's what you have. You can add, multiply, divide, subtract. So what we'll then do is we're going to add in our text box, and we're going to put it just under there. Put another one under there, and another one under there. What we're going to do with this one is we're going to set it to enabled false. Please, enabled false, and that now basically means that when we run the program, you can type in these, but you can't in that one. And you still press the button, they don't do anything. So what I'm thinking, the first thing we will do, text changed. That's what we'll do. So this is something I've never tried before, and it might not work. I'm kind of going to go through this as we go. If you double click on the text box, we're going to make it so it validates as you enter it, basically. And to do that, we just need to do an if statement. So if we want to do text box 1 dot text dot to, no, is it? Oh god. Oh, that's why. Okay. If is numeric text box 1 dot no. Okay. Text box 1 dot text then we'll let it continue. Else what can we do here? What should we make it do? Make a pop up message box. Message box. Error has occurred. Please enter a number. Yeah, my spelling lacks somewhat. Please ignore that. You can make it work. If we run start now, we should be able to press like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if we do J, it will ask that. And what I need to then be able to do is make it so it deletes it. But we'll come to that probably in the next episode, because I don't want to drag this out for too long. So every time you hit a letter, it's gonna throw an error. But it's still going to break. So if you did then use the add, subtract, multiply, divide, it's still going to break. You obviously can't do ff times 1 or something. It just doesn't work. So we're going to now do exactly the same for that. And we're literally just going to copy and paste that into that. Change it to text box 2. And run program. Won't work. So, I know we haven't really done a lot, but I'm kind of aiming to keep it a bit short and to the point for the next couple of episodes to kind of sum up. And it's really what I wanted to get done. We've got the form designed, so that is kind of big task 1 out of the way. We know exactly what we want it to do, and we might, this might be something I come back to in the more advanced version if I do an advanced version, because I can add on quite a lot to this. What I'm going to aim to do in the next episode, so if you're watching this before as I'm recording it, it'll be within the next week you'll see the next episode, because I'm kind of planning out a bit of a schedule, and depending on a few things will depend on what days each series goes live. But if you're not, then just hit the next button and you'll be able to continue on, where I will rig those up to remove any letters, and I will have to find a good way of doing that first, because it isn't something I was really anticipating to do. And we will probably get the add and subtract functions created. There are 2 ways we can do it just before we continue. We can do it so it runs as a separate function, or we can build it into on the button. Because it's only once per thing that we're going to use it, we will build it straight into the button itself. If you were doing it where you had multiple addition buttons for different options, we do it as a function and make the function do it. But for this, it's a lot easier just to say, do it within that button bit. The only other thing you can do quickly now is just, if you double click each of the buttons, and space them out a bit more, and if you just do apostrophe, so in this edition, this is add, subtract, multiply, divide, and the apostrophe is a comment, so that won't affect anything, but it just will mean that when you come back to it, it'll be easy for you to know, because I haven't named the buttons at all. Basically, should have done, didn't, sorry, whoopsies. So that's it for this episode. I hope you found it at least vaguely useful. It very well might not have been. It may have been a waste of 15 minutes of your life. Don't worry, it's 15 minutes you won't get back. So, I've been Roundwild. I hope you've enjoyed. Go and check out Visionware Studio, the GitHub page, the website. There'll be a link somewhere, someplace. It might be floating around on the screen. It might be in the description. I don't know yet. I have not yet planned that out. But go and check them out. Check out our website, superior-networks.com, and check out at snetworks1 on Twitter for some amazing hosting, VPSs, and pretty much everything else you could ever need on the internet. So, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.